Good morning, friends. I'm jumping on a little bit early this morning because I've got a meeting at 8 o'clock. And then I've got appointments back to back right underneath it, or right after it. So anyway, a couple of cranial sacral clients. So anywho, cranial sacral is really interesting stuff. And I'm not sure if I'm going to add it to my list of services, but I'm enjoying practicing with it with the first 10 clients that I picked up for that. And it's hard on my body, though. I have to admit, I'm an old lady and I don't remember that until I do things like that. So yeah, so I'm not positive that it's something that I'm going to do as a service, but I'm enjoying doing it, and I may use a little bit of it with my Reiki practice, because as it is with my Reiki, I also incorporate a little bit of polarity in that as well. So, and chakra balancing and all kinds of other little tidbits. So anyway, I was doing some reading on Reiki for generalized anxiety disorder today. And basically, this article that I printed out shows that generalized anxiety disorder currently affects a little over 3% of the U.S. population. There are various treatments for it, medication, psychotherapy, and a lot of people have also added Reiki to their treatments that they're going through. I work with a lot of people who go through occasional depression, if not something that it's pretty constant in their life, and a lot of people with anxiety. Reiki is like beautiful for those conditions, just because of its balancing effect and its relaxation effect that it has. And so it can be a very debilitating issue. Anxiety can be, and anybody who's ever had a panic attack can probably attest to that, right? And I would guess that probably most people have at some point in their life been at that point where they feel almost panicked from some anxiety. I got a weird hair right here. I don't know what it's doing. Oh well. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, right? So anyway, so people that have generalized anxiety disorder deal with excessive and unrealistic worry about everyday issues. It could include family, health, finances. This worry is persistent and difficult to control. In many cases, people with this condition feel a sense of impending doom, even when there's no reason to believe that something bad will happen. And for most people, this disorder appears gradually over time. It is more common in women than in men, and it tends to peak after childhood. While many people are able to manage their symptoms and lead a relatively normal life, severe anxiety can sometimes make it difficult to carry out everyday responsibilities or function in social situations. So a little bit about what generalized anxiety disorder looks like. Somebody who is diagnosed with this typically has had it for at least 6 months, has experienced the symptoms of anxiety for at least 6 months. Some of the specific symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder may include trouble sleeping, tense muscles, irritability, tiring easily, feeling restless or on edge, or having trouble concentrating. Once you've been diagnosed with this, typically physicians will prescribe various medications to control these symptoms. They may also recommend different types of therapy, including interpersonal therapy, exposure therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, and acceptance and commitment therapy. So Reiki, let's talk about Reiki for a moment. Reiki is a therapeutic technique, this is according to this article, how they describe it, that developed in Japan. The idea behind this technique is that generally, problems and issues with the human body, including unnatural levels of anxiety, may be related to blockages or disturbances in the individual's energy pathways. And so Reiki seeks to unblock that energy and restore the normal flow in order to support the body's ability to heal itself. During a Reiki session, a trained practitioner will place his or her hands gently on or over the client. The practitioner will repeat this process multiple times using specific hand positions and blah, blah, blah. So, benefits of Reiki for people with generalized anxiety disorder. Studies have shown that Reiki offers several potential benefits for people with GAD. Some of them include lower stress levels. Number one, lower stress levels. People with GAD, generalized anxiety disorder, have higher stress levels than the normal population. Both research studies and anecdotal reports indicate that Reiki may assist to alleviate some of the stress. Relaxation. Having GAD makes it difficult to relax, even when no significant stressor is present. Many people who participate in Reiki sessions report feeling relaxed both during the session and after it is complete, which may be beneficial to someone who struggles with anxiety. Improved mood. Hi, Shelley. Not every person who has been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder will experience depression. However, for many people, these two issues go hand in hand. And research has indicated that people who participate in Reiki sessions on a regular basis feel less depressed than they did prior to having Reiki sessions. Better sleep, something that most people my age and up are always struggling with, right? People with GAD may find that they have trouble falling asleep, are unable to stay asleep, or don't feel rested after sleeping all night. Reiki sessions may alleviate some of these issues and improve the quality of sleep. So Reiki is non-invasive. It doesn't pose any risk to the client. It also causes no side effects. A little bit different than some of the medications, right? And it can be used in conjunction with virtually any other treatment prescribed by a physician, including medication and other types of therapy. So again, it's a very, hi Mark, it's a very integrative healing practice. And it works with any kind of other methods of healing. So anyway, there's been multiple research studies have been conducted to explore the relationship between Reiki and anxiety disorders. Some of these include Reiki reduces anxiety among women. 2006, researchers published a study that sought to determine whether Reiki could reduce anxiety among women undergoing hysterectomies. The researchers found that women in the treatment group experienced less anxiety than those in the control group. Although this study was conducted only on women undergoing surgery, the results may apply to other individuals as well. Reiki helps with anxiety and fatigue in cancer patients. Another study conducted in Turkey focused on the ability of Reiki treatment to reduce anxiety, pain, and fatigue among cancer patients. The researchers found that all of these variables improved among subjects in the group treated with Reiki. Because both anxiety and fatigue are symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder, it stands to reason that Reiki could probably be helpful with people with this condition as well. Reiki reduces depression and anxiety among older adults. During the study, researchers sought to determine whether treating older adults with Reiki would improve depression, anxiety, and other issues. The researchers found that individuals in the treatment group experienced less anxiety and depression than those in the control group. Participants in the study also reported feelings of relaxation following Reiki sessions. So these are just a few of the studies that have been done that can demonstrate the ability of Reiki to benefit people who are suffering from anxiety. There's a couple of other studies that I was reading about too with some really great results. And so anyway, that's just a little bit about using Reiki for anxiety. I think it works really, really well for anxiety. It's so relaxing. And once you get your energy pathways cleared, so that your energy is flowing the way it's supposed to, it changes everything. For me, it changes the way I respond to situations. It changes my mood, the joy, the happiness that I feel in my life. I don't feel as sad as long as I'm doing regular Reiki on myself. I don't feel anxious, and I don't feel fearful. Sometimes I feel fearful that I don't feel fearful. Does that make sense? It's like, I really should be kind of nervous about this. I really should have some fear here, and I don't. So I almost feel afraid that I don't feel afraid. So the workings of the mind of Kerri. It's a frightening thing some days. So anyway, if you'd like to experience Reiki, I would love to help you do that. So you can go to my website anytime and look at the different packages that I have. I have some great packages for Reiki clients, including one that's a monthly maintenance package. And so I have several people that are doing that, coming once a month for Reiki, just to keep everything flowing right. And it's, just part of their self-care maintenance, especially for people in kind of high-stress jobs, doctors and nurses. Reiki's being offered in a lot of hospitals now. Hospice is really something that I want to get more involved in with Reiki. So, and it's got a lot of beautiful potential. So you can check out more on my website. Today's day 20 of our 40-day Mind Fast Soul Feast by Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith of the Agape Church, the Center for Spiritual Living, over in the Los Angeles area. And it's called Delight as the Light. You are literally the delight of God. In a moment of pure intention, supported by your sincerity of practice, you will hear your brother Jesus saying, "You are the light that lights up every man and woman who comes into this world." It is because Spirit yearns to share itself with you that it has placed its essence within you. This indwelling presence is what allows you to commune with God. Don't keep the Spirit waiting, because doing so postpones your delight in experiencing a relationship of unimaginable beauty. Meditation and affirmative prayer are the divine doorways through which you walk into communion with the delight of all life. When you set your intention to move through this incarnation, celebrating as the light that you are, you will be lifted out of the secondary causative factors which have hypnotized you into becoming and to believing that you are here on earth to cope with your existence through the overcoming of problems and challenges. Wake up to the realization that, as Sri Aurobindo put it, to seek for delight is the fundamental impulse of light. To find, possess, and fulfill it is life's whole motive. God-adoring hearts beat to the rhythm of cosmic love, cosmic delight. Today, be one of the greatest lovers God has ever known. I love that line. Be one of the greatest lovers God has ever known. With every step you take, talk to God about the delight you experience in the realization of your oneness with pure spirit. With every breath, realize you glow with God. Then you will know absolutely that the flame of the Godhead is always a light within you. You will realize that Spirit's delight is in your seeking of itself within yourself. Once this discovery is made, cosmic delight engulfs in oneness the seeker, the act of seeking, and that which is sought. Our affirmation today is, the Spirit ever gives of itself in lavish abundance. I receive the gift and delight in its sweetness. I really like this part. With every step you take, talk to God about the delight you experience in the realization of your oneness with pure Spirit. With every breath, realize you glow with God. Then you will know absolutely that the flame of the Godhead is always a light within you. That's really beautiful. I didn't read the little poem at the beginning here today, right, by Rabindranath Tagore. Dare you to say that one 3 times fast. In the arrangement of the world, there is seen the expression of delight, which shows that in the universe, over and above the meaning of matter and form, there is a message conveyed through the magic touch of individual personality. So, yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, yes. Praise the Lord. Okay, now I'm just getting silly. So, I got to get off of here and get to my meeting, and I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Normal time. Love you. Bye.